Hey guys, I'm Cloud Pixel.
And I'm Alex Monamochamuch. Yes.
Yes. Today we're going to explain the basics of brick rigs, the maps, and more, and game modes
Um,
and things.
Mostly the maps, but the basic knowledge of all the maps. This game's a Lego-like sandbox, unofficial, not by Lego, multiplayer game. It costs $15 American, and has multiple maps and game modes.
Yeah, so first we're going to be going through the maps.
There are 6 main maps, with 4 branches off of those maps of other game modes.
There are also 4 game modes. Sandbox, which is basically free roam. Conquest, a domination style game with vehicles that cost units to purchase, not with real money. A battle mode where you have round-based battles on the canyon map, and finally zombie mode. We'll be going into game modes in the next videos. This video is only about sandbox mainly.
All the maps have the sandbox mode. The city map, the desert map, the canyon map, the grid map, the racetrack, and the space map.
We'll explain the maps one by one, starting with City. City is the most played map. It's a fictitious German city with a small airport and an indestructible train that moves through the city. This is great for videos similar to those clickbait "Can you stop a train in GTA 5" videos.
Exactly. Along with this, the city also has 8 garages and 8 racing events.
Places in the city are often referred to by their district theme or surroundings, such as if you were by the industrial area, you'd say I'm by the construction site, or I'm over close to the container yard.
Some of the more notable places in the city are known as container yard, blenders, construction yard, parking garage, fire station, the big skyscraper, the pit, the bridge.
The main part of the city stands at about 2,100 feet above sea level, the pit at 1,740 feet above sea level, and the tallest skyscraper 2,336 feet above sea level.
The city has 5 always running objects, 2 blenders, 2 vertical blenders, and the train.
It's also got 3 movable elevators, 41 non-static containers, 7 explodable fuel tanks, 54 destroyable buildings, 4 lots of trees, 16 road junctions, 2 train crossings, 2 bridges, 2 runways, 2 parking garages, 2 fire stations, and finally 1 empty lot behind the hospital.
We also used a stopwatch to measure the runway of the city. Apparently, it's only a kilometer long. So the the physics are a bit weird.
Yeah, the city map's a bit weird in general. A lot of the
Yeah.
roads are straight, but there are some roads that are curved. The road that circles around the city has curves, while the road to the airport also has some curves.
There is also a jump at the end of one of the roads that will fly you over the bridge and the train track.
Before September of 2017, the city was entirely surrounded by mountains, and plus there was also a big border around the entire thing.
Yeah.
But then Fluppy released an update that updated the map to have the airport. Finally, the city used to only have white buildings, but then in September of 2017, same update as the airport, Fluppy made the buildings have various colors.
Next up, we're going to go to the desert. The map also has 4 garages and 3 racing events.
Fluppy recently removed most of his original vehicles, but there was a Land Rover Defender type vehicle that would spawn on a hilltop in the desert.
The map consists of 3 main things. Not 3 main, but still. The red line, which is the main road that goes around the map. The blue lines are the dirt roads, and the yellow line is the power line. Yeah.
Power lines, yes.
Yes.
The black circle is where the windmills are, the green circle is a rock dispenser, the brown square is a warehouse, and finally the red square is a fire station.
I spent about 30 minutes doing this, but there's an estimated number of cactuses between 700 and 1,250. On the map, 7 tall windmills.
Green power.
There are about 80 power poles on this map also, along with there are 3 smaller windmills.
A lot of people, myself included, like rallying on the dirt road that goes from the top right of the map towards the bottom of the map, and also racing on the main red road.
Next map is the racetrack map. This map was one of the 3 maps that came with the game, which I don't think is correct. But the city, the desert, and the racetrack all came with the game, if I
From
remember
day one.
correctly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, the racetrack got an update only 3 months into the game. It used to look like this.
Yikes. The racetrack now has 5 garages and no racing events. It does have a timer for the drag strip, where you have a timed 1/4 mile drag strip time, but the
Say quarter
drag
mile, you
strip...
communist!
Mm.
There are 2 destroyable buildings in the racetrack and 3 containers.
The racetrack also has a racetrack with a narrow road that has fences on some ends, shaped with a guitar shape around the map, kind of.
Yeah, of course, the racetrack has a racetrack. That's pretty obvious. Other than that, there are some tires
Nice.
at the end of this drag strip, which slow you down and make your impact not as deadly as if it was without the tires. Other than that, the racetrack map is pretty bland. There's not that much to see.
Yeah. I mean, I forgot to put this in the script, but you can go off-roading up the Snowtop Mountain. Carrying on, we are going to be able to Grid Map. Grid Map has received a lot of updates. It used to be short and bland with wacky light colors.
There should be a screenshot there. But now the grid map is giant, has a train track, 3 vertical blenders, each one bigger than the other, 2 more blenders, actually, 8 fuel tanks, 2 windmills, 6 ramps, and 1 Easter egg.
What Easter egg?
I'm not gonna spoil that for you. You can...
Alright.
Yeah, just look at the bottom right corner of the map. You'll find it.
Yeah. Alright, that's a cool Easter egg. Now let's move to the canyon map.
The canyon map was made in May of 2017, bringing along with it trains, canyons, a bigger map, and a river that weaves through a canyon. This is by far, not counting grid and space map, the biggest map in the entire game.
Yeah. Also, probably the most beautiful one, taking in an amazing scenery as you can drive along a dirt path along the river, or drive up a road while you have 500-foot cliffs right next to you, just 10 feet away from you. It's also beautiful during sunrise and sunset scenery casting. Thumbnail
also,
alert.
not to mention, it's great for Initial D parodies.
Yikes.
Oh. The trains brought in the update of this map really spiked the growth of the game, but along with this, there's also about 1.4-ish miles of track that take you along a plateau, across a bridge, down a hill that is known to fling people off a lot, and a lot more flat land until the tracks end at a cliff. But don't worry, you mostly won't fall off.
Yeah, there are 3 garages and no racing events in this map. But there is an amazing downhill track for handbrake drifting and some amazing rallying along the dirt road.
There is also some great racing with airplanes in the River Canyon, actually, yeah.
Yeah. Caught me. Finally looking through the canyon and past the map, we can tell that it was ripped off Google Maps or some mapping program of some sort.
Yeah.
Cough.
Okay. The last map of today is the space map. It's quite bland. There's a small little garage floating in the middle of space. The map also has no gravity, so you just fly around for eternity. You can spawn space stations and I guess pretend to warp drive for eternity.
Then your game dies.
Yes.
When you get out of it. Well, thank you for watching, guys. We hope you guys liked it. And gals, can't be sexist.
Yes. In the next episode, we're going to be talking about the game modes. See you next time. Goodbye.
Bye.
Bye, Sauce.